Snow falls soft, the forest is quiet, and a lone wooden cabin stands in the cold. Everything looks peaceful, but look closer. The wood is dark, cracked, and slowly dying. Rot is not loud, it does not rush, it eats from inside, slow and silent, and in the medieval world, rot was an enemy just as real as war. It destroyed homes, bridges, tools, and even weapons. People feared fire, they feared steel, but what they could not see, what they could not fight, was decay. And yet, hidden in plain sight, there was a weapon against it. Not a sword, not a shield, but something far more simple and far more powerful than most people realize. Rot is caused by tiny living things, fungi that grow in damp wood. In medieval times, people did not know about microbes, but they knew the signs. Wood would turn soft, dark, and weak. It would crumble under pressure, and whole structures could fall without warning. Imagine building your home with your bare hands, only to watch it slowly collapse. That was life for many castles, ships, fences, and carts all faced this problem. The wetter the land, the worse it became. In places with cold rain and snow, rot spread fast. So people had to learn, not through science books, but through trial and error, what could stop it. The answer came from something they already feared: fire, not wildfire, but controlled flame. Medieval builders discovered that if they lightly burned the surface of wood, it changed. The outer layer turned black, hard, and dry. This process, now often called charring, made the wood much stronger against rot. The heat killed the fungi before they could grow, and the charred layer acted like armor. Water could not soak in easily, insects stayed away, and the wood lasted much longer. It was simple, but it worked. They did not need special tools, just flame and skill. And suddenly wood could survive for years, even decades. This was the so-called anti-rot weapon, not a blade, but a method. People would take wooden posts, beams, or planks and hold them over fire, slowly turning them until the surface burned just enough. Too much fire and the wood would weaken, too little and the rot would still come. It was a balance learned over time. The result was wood that could resist the worst of nature. This method was used for fences, house frames, and even the bottom parts of ships. In a way, it was like giving the wood a shield, one that protected it from water, bugs, and decay. All at once, when wood is burned on the outside, it forms a layer of carbon. This layer is not easy for fungi to eat. It also blocks moisture, and without water, rot cannot grow. Think of it like drying food to make it last longer. The charred surface also closes tiny holes in the wood, making it harder for insects to dig in. Even today, scientists agree that this method is effective. It was not magic, it was observation and patience. Medieval people did not know the science, but they knew the result. Their homes stood longer, their tools stayed strong, and their work paid off. In the medieval world, small improvements meant survival. A stronger fence kept animals safe, a solid roof kept families warm, a lasting bridge meant trade could continue. So this simple method of burning wood was not just clever, it was essential. It saved time, effort, and resources. Cutting trees was hard work, and replacing rotten wood was even harder. By protecting what they built, people gained an edge over nature. It was not about luxury, it was about living another year without disaster. And in a time where life was already harsh, that made all the difference. Over time, as new materials like treated lumber and metal became common, this old method faded away. People began to rely on chemicals and machines instead of fire and skill, but the idea never truly died. In some parts of the world, this technique is still used today. Modern builders call it different names, but the principle is the same: burn the surface, protect the core. It is a reminder that not all old knowledge is useless. Sometimes the past holds answers we have simply forgotten, buried under layers of modern life. This method also shows how medieval people thought. They watched nature closely. They tested ideas, even if they did not fully understand why they worked. They adapted. Fire, which could destroy everything, became a tool to preserve. That is a powerful idea. It teaches us that danger and solution can come from the same place. The key is control, patience, and learning from mistakes. Every charred beam tells a story, not just of survival, but of human creativity in the face of constant struggle. Today we often think of progress as something complex, filled with advanced tools and deep knowledge, but sometimes the most powerful ideas are the simplest. A piece of wood, a flame, and careful hands, that was enough to fight a hidden enemy. No grand invention, no massive machines, just a small change in how things were done, and yet it changed everything for the people who used it. It gave them stronger homes, safer lives, and more time. That is the true power of this forgotten weapon. So the next time you see old wood, dark and worn, remember, it may not be weak, it may be protected. That black surface might be the mark of a medieval trick, a silent battle against rot that most people never notice. History is full of secrets like this, simple, clever, and easy to miss, and here on True Historia, we bring those hidden stories back to life. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below and tell us what you think and what you want to see next, because history is not just about the past, it is about the ideas that still shape our world today.